Let's discuss stabilizing fragile states, which is more than just an issue of human rights, security, or development. Instead, it's often a combination of these. This seeks to maintain stability in these states with frailty and security concern. Hence, stabilizing these weakened or failed states has become an essential aspect, especially where fundamental institutions and facilities are scarce and conflicts are rampant in this context. The OECD refers to creating resiliency from instability as the stabilization process. This process is a collaborative, multi-sector endeavor, angling towards fulfilling the basic needs of residents while also fostering state building to ensure the process is continuous, leading to stronger and more legitimate states. Such efforts are often carried out by Western government actors and entail a blend of military, political, development, and humanitarian objectives and resources. The motive here is to mitigate transnational and domestic issues through short-term security promotion. For countries like the US and other Western governments, stabilization assumes weak governance, instability, violent conflicts, poverty, and underdevelopment as direct threats to their strategic interests and global peace. Islands of instabilities are considered the source of regional insecurity and contagion, particularly since they are often associated with international terrorism, transnational crime, as well as other relevant and existential threats. Hence, stabilization integrates military, political, development, and humanitarian action based on international intervention experiences. In countries such as Afghanistan, Haiti, and Timor-Leste, stabilization proves to be a crucial tool for wide-ranging peace building efforts designed for a more liberal society. Therefore, it extends beyond short-term missions of eradicating immediate threats or temporarily stabilizing situations of acute distress. It aims more at reducing violence while erecting the necessary political and social conditions essential for recovery, rebuilding, development, and enduring peace. Taking a closer look at Somalia, a quintessential failed state with not much in the way of functioning government and under rebel control, stabilization efforts come into play. International figures have taken measures against Somalia, becoming a terrorist haven that could potentially destabilize the region and pose a threat to international peace. Hence, these bodies have utilized counterinsurgency as a strategy to remove insurgents, aiming at transforming Somalia into a resilient state, beneficial to both its residents and international security. Despite the cessation of a civil war in Sierra Leone in 2002, the nation still grapples with challenges that could potentially reignite conflict. The peaceful post-war period has allowed the establishment of stable institutions. However, the country falls drastically short on the UN Human Development Index for 2010. The consequent underdevelopment has engendered frustration and disillusionment among the youth, threatening the peace that had prevailed. Violence is a complex and multifaceted issue. Its cessation does not immediately follow the signing of peace agreements. Indeed, rates of domestic and criminal violence have escalated post-ceasefire. Overcoming issues that instigated or could potentially reignite conflicts, along with efforts to bolster the state's security mechanisms, are only part of the struggle for societal cohesion. The very process of peace-building may breed insecurity, as demobilized armed groups oftentimes contain bitter and excluded individuals who continue to perpetuate violence in an unofficial capacity. Insecurity might also be aggravated by non-formal actors and various regional and international destabilizing factors like organized crime, illegal arms trafficking, and drug smuggling. The ability of organized crime syndicates to erode state authority is well documented in Latin America. In Guatemala, for instance, impunity granted during the peace process post a 30-year civil war gave former members of the state security apparatus opportunities for criminal activities. Mexico, too, is racked by explosive levels of drug-related violence, with gang killings spiraling from approximately 6,600 to over 10,000 between 2009 and 2010. The resources at the disposal of the gangs often exceed those available to the state. Building trusting relationships between the state and its citizen is crucial to tackling this violence. Each society transitioning from conflict presents a unique blend of sub-national, regional, and international insecurity drivers. Effective international engagement necessitates a nuanced understanding of local politics. Tools like conflict analysis and political economy are gradually gaining acceptance for mapping out development and humanitarian strategies. Conflict resolution necessitates inclusive political settlements between the elites and their constituencies. However, this process could be complicated by groups interested in perpetuating conflict or elites who could have initially provoked these conflicts. The reluctance of key political leaders to foster effective dialogues might also pose challenges. In the aftermath of conflict in Sierra Leone, the role of delivering public services was taken over by donor-led aid projects in sectors like healthcare, circumventing the weakened civil service institutions. Yet, such actions led to the development of alternative structures, often at the expense of strengthening the state's ability and accountability to its citizens. It is important to acknowledge that pre-conflict governance structures, such as the authority exerted by Afghan warlords, have a historical tendency to diminish the efficiency of public service delivery and good governance in areas that experience a discrepancy between de jure and de facto power. Moreover, the best intentions of the international community to promote good governance can sometimes be exploited by the existing governing regimes, leading to potential further disarray within a country and its relations with its neighbors and citizenry.